a big fuck you. Fuck you and fuck this fucking bullshit. What, now this is unplugged. Fantastic. Why? God damn it, fuck. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was. Yeah, fuck you and happy holidays. God damn it, fuck. Sorry, I usually don't curse. Hot mic. I'm so angry. It's just like every day, it's like, imagine if you had just like thousands and thousands upon like broken shards of glass pumping through you on a constant basis. Just like never ending, unceasing. Dreams that are just so horrific that I don't even call them nightmares, because in order for my bad dreams to be nightmares, I actually have to I feel like waking up screaming is the only criteria for a thing to be a nightmare, like in the movies, unless you like wake up screaming, like Anakin Skywalker. No, but just bad dreams, bad fucking dreams all the fucking time. You know, all my investments went to shit. I'm bleeding money like a sieve. Yeah, unlucky. And I wanted to tell that. It's just like I wanted to tell the story about what, this unlucky tale. One of the things that maybe I covered is that my father told me a long time ago that all the winners were predetermined, and I believe that. That's for sure. All the winners in this existence are predetermined. And it's extremely, extremely hard to kind of break that predetermined. I hate these fucking eyebrows. This predetermined shit. I was going to tell the story about the boat race. Rain gutter regatta, as they call it in the Cub Scouts. Maybe I covered this. Maybe I did. I don't know. Just like my brain's on this OCD repeat of everything, so I don't even know what I've covered. But years ago, I was in the Cub Scouts, and there was this thing called the Rain Gutter Regatta. No, I've told this story. I'll tell it again because it pops up again, because it keeps reminding me exactly who I am in this world. That they gave you a block of wood, a plastic sail and whatever, and you were supposed to make this block of wood into a boat. And then they had these, I don't know what they call them. They're like these troughs that they call the rain gutters. And you were supposed to blow the boat from one end of the trough to the other with your hands tied behind your back. You could look it up, Rain Gutter Regatta. And I got this block of wood, and I didn't do anything with it. I painted it a bunch of colors. I glued a Matchbox engine on it, and then when we got to like the Rain Gutter Regatta competition, I didn't even tell my father I even had this thing. It sunk in the water immediately, like it bobbed and floated over, and everybody laughed. And I did a little dance, and that was that. And I remember my father being so completely embarrassed. He was mortified. He was beside himself, whatever these fucking terms are. In whatever. I hate these fucking terms. So he was angry, and he was like, "Oh, why are you a fool?" And I'm like, "Well, who cares? I don't care about the Cub Scouts. The hell with them. What was I going to do with this boat?" So my father made this mission in his life to make sure that I never lost again. So he took some old wood and built a replica of the trough. Took the boat, because there was another competition again. I guess he signed me up. He got another block of wood. He spent days, if not weeks, reshaping this boat into this kind of like super stealthy thing. And then he asked me what color I wanted. I said I wanted it black. And it's actually, my email is like the boat name, whatever, also to this day. So then he had me practice in the basement every day, the Rain Gutter Regatta, to be prepared for the next time. So after school, he made me do this until I had a bruise across my chest because I was leaning against this rain gutter made out of wood, and I was just scraped this scar into my chest to make sure that the next time this happened, I would win. So the race day comes, and basically it comes down to this: the way it was in the Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, whatever. They were the jocks. They were like the kids whose parents were heavily invested in the Cub Scouts and all that stuff. And they always got the medals. They always got promoted first. They always were in the best Cub Scout houses or whatever you want to call it. Mine was like run by a junkie, and her boyfriend kept shooting up in the living room while we were just trying to like look at pornography. That was my Cub Scout troop 66. Cub Scout Troop 66. And then, anyway, the boys who won were the boys who always won. The boys who got the medals always the medals. The ones who got the badges always got the badges. It's like that was it. So here I come along with this nice, fancy-looking boat that my dad made, and I start competing. And then, boom, one round after the other, I win, like pretty much single-handed. Like there was like no competition because this boat was made so well, and I practiced for weeks doing this like stupid little thing of blowing this boat across the water from one end of a rain gutter to another. And went on and on like this until I got into the top 3. And there was this kid named Jerry. He's such a jerk off. I'm friends with him on Facebook. Still cannot stand this guy's face. This is a jerk bully Guido kid. And then I challenged him, and then he started to cheat by using his nose to push the boat across the water. So I kind of did the same in kind. I saw that he said, because he wasn't going to lose to Conrad. Who was going to lose to me? Who's going to lose to the kid that weighs 80 pounds, 4'9", big dorky glasses? When I tried out for the basketball team, they all look at me like I was crazy. I couldn't even breathe because I always had trouble breathing because my lungs are weak. I'm a weak person. That they always laughed at me. And how is this little Polish kid going to beat, Guido Jerry? And so I started using my nose. From what I remember, I don't even know if I did. But people started calling me a cheater. And the whole auditorium where we were in school interrupted into the point that they started calling me a cheater. And it was either cheater. Even the parents got involved. To the point that the parents started throwing chairs at me and chairs at my father. The whole place erupted into a chair. Metal chairs were being thrown at me as a child by adult people. And then, I guess one of the leaders tried to calm everyone down. I won the rain gutter regatta. Afterwards, there was a medal ceremony where, again, when I went up to get my medal, everyone started calling us cheater, throwing chairs on the auditorium stage, throwing chairs at me, throwing chairs at my father, to the point that whoever was in charge, I don't remember, Scoutmaster, had to lock us up in the back of where the theater room was, where all the cabling and stuff, had to lock the door, and the parents were breaking the glass and pounding the door in, trying to basically kill a child. That's why I hate the Cub Scouts. Fuck the Cub Scouts. These people wanted to murder an immigrant father and his son for winning a boat race, a toy boat race. And I looked at my father and I'm like, what happened? I thought everybody would be happy. I thought this was the thing. He said, son, all the winners are predetermined. And what you did was upset the order. And when you upset the order, they will do everything they can to kill you. And I'm like, what was the point then? What was the point of all this then? And my father said it was to disrupt the order. Your job here is to disrupt the order. Your job here is to make sure that they know that if you train and you work hard and you do things in the darkness, and when you erupt, you change the system. Anyway, I got kicked out of the Cub Scouts, so it made no difference. I got drummed out pretty much, defrocked, de-badge. It was like, you ever see that show? It was figured only one man died. Branded. I was branded. Branded. What do you do when you're branded and you know that you're a man? You got to watch that. So it's called Branded, and that was it. And it's just and then I learned, when you upset the order, the order comes back at you like a motherfucker. So be careful. Um, yeah, be careful out there.